How we feel about this Megan Tory situation? The recent shenanigans. What was that? Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, everything started going down.
I hate speaking on things because I just, it's always believe black women.
Time to get killed. This is you speaking. You're gonna get our whole channel shut down.
Oh my
To
God.
be honest, you're responsible for all of our
I'm
hate.
not.
Yeah, you are. We're still getting hate too.
I don't care.
How you feel about it?
Anybody who has time to hate on other people who don't have money, because if you have money, you don't have time to hate.
They said we were hating though. So do we not have money?
We have money. I got a lot of money.
No, you don't.
Nah, I got all the overtime money. Oh my God, checks was back to back to back booming.
How do you feel about the Megan Tory situation?
And you just got a big raise, so don't talk about we don't got money. We got money. I'm just saying, we got money. We don't be hating.
All right. How do you feel about the Megan Tory situation?
Don't have attitude. You didn't let me catch my breath. Okay, I gotta mentally prepare to say some new things. I don't know. I think that we need to let the trial play out. I think that this is taking way too long than it needs to. This has been like over a year, right? At this point, has it been over a year? It's definitely been. This happened in 2020.
Probably, but that's not even that. Like, this is one of those like that's how trials work.
Well, no, I understand that, but it's just they keep pushing it back. Like I get that's how trial works, but they just keep pushing it back. Like, but yeah, could this happen like 2020, late 2020? You see, Ahmaud Arbery was early 2020, and now oh my God, that trial just concluded like a few months ago.
And they just got hit with some more charges.
Yeah, but we knew that was gonna happen. Like that was like a thing they said after the first one was concluded, that it was gonna have the civil rights court, whatever. What I think is that somebody's lying.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
But it's just kind of, I just don't know, because Tory is so convincing. It's like, for me, if whether Megan or Tory is lying, for me, like, you know how I feel about liars. I literally think anybody who lies is mentally ill. Like, I truly think, unless it's like you're lying to protect yourself, I like, for how hard they're both going, if one of them is lying, they're mentally ill, in my opinion. Because it's like, how could you just lie about that? Like,
because that's life ruining. Either
for
way.
both of them.
Either way, no matter what.
But then if Meg's lying, why would she lie in the first place? Because she didn't know who really shot her? Or did, I don't know.
It could be that. It could be to protect her friend if they're still cool, which I don't think they are.
No, they're not cool.
It could have been
Meg's disgusting. Because that was, her friend was messing with Tory, and Meg's nasty. One her sloppy seconds. You know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a number of things. I don't know. Maybe she was mad at him and she just decided to lie and then it blew up into something else. Who knows?
And she didn't think it was gonna be this big. But
And
then she literally went on live and was like, Tory shot me. Like, I forgot that instant, like, because before it was like, okay, what's going on? Because like she wasn't saying nothing, he wasn't saying nothing. Like, I think that she was trying to drop charges, something.
Let me be very explicitly clear. I did not say that she lied. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying that she's lying either. I'm saying
that would be a reason why.
Yeah.
To be spiteful, whatever.
And Tory's saying that they're pushing the lie because the label's pushing it. But it's like, and the labels will create things, but it's like, now this is Rock Nation we're talking about. Like, now you're getting Jay-Z involved. It's like, even though he wouldn't necessarily be the one to sign off on that, like, just because he's the owner of Rock Nation doesn't mean he's sitting there making all the decisions, right? He kind of just chilling. Or does he still make decisions? He still has to sign off. You know what I'm saying? He still has to sign off on who gets signed and stuff, right? But he's not like actively doing that. It's not like he's recruiting. It's not like he's, like, you see. Yeah. You see how these labels work. Like, you saw when Kanye was in there trying to get signed. Mad different people, interns, stuff. Oh, man, I don't know. But like I said, and then, you know what the funny part is? Everybody's always like, well, wait till a trial, wait till a trial. I mean, the trial don't necessarily say anything. We get the evidence, and I think we can come up with a decision on our own. But the outcome of a trial doesn't necessarily mean who was right and who was wrong in the situations. But I think I said this before. It's just crazy. There's only 3 of them there. They know what happened. I mean, they were all really drunk probably, and probably on drugs, probably on coke or something. Oh, let me not say that because, we don't want to get sued. I said probably, because the other girl said they were. The other girl said Cardi B was like, Tasha K said Cardi B was like she was making accusations. I'm saying probably because, like, you know how Hollywood is. That's what they do. So they like, but how drunk could you be to not tell? I mean, I guess you could be that drunk though, right? Like we've been drunk before, and you kind of don't know really what's happening or what's going on. Like you could look back at times we've been drunk.
No, I remember everything always.
Nah, but you do stuff that you don't even mean to do, or like you don't even realize what just happened.
No, I always know what I'm doing.
Nah, I still have trauma from that time you hit that car, that parked car. Nobody knew what was happening.
No, I knew what was happening. Like it was that. Honestly, I wasn't even drunk. The car was just really on me. I was trying to get out the parallel parking spot.
You were a little drunk though.
But yeah, but I did not know what I was doing. Like I still was.
But there was never a time you would turn to her. Like let's think. What about that time you was
No,
playing the game? What's
no.
his
I still
face?
remember walking back to the dorm. You had to help me back into the dorm. You had to help me get signed in. I sat down on the chairs.
No, but you see, like, okay, maybe not you, but that maybe that night that I like almost blacked out. I don't think I blacked out technically, but I almost blacked out when I fell on my head. And then we got back to your dorm, and I was sitting on the bench, right, or the chair. You know, maybe how you sit in the chair when you get signed in. I don't remember that. I don't remember what I was doing. I don't remember anything from that. I just know I was sitting there and I was drunk as fuck. And I don't know. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to curse. But I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get kicked off campus. Like I was like kind of exaggerating. I'm like, okay. But I don't really remember that moment. So that makes me wonder like if they were that drunk too. But I mean, they were arguing and anybody was sober. I mean, if anybody was conscious enough to pull out a gun and shoot a trigger. I don't know. Like, I really don't know if Tory did it. What if his friend did it? But then how come he wouldn't outwardly say that? Like, oh, you know your friend shot you. Like, why wouldn't he say that before there was even a trial?
I don't know. Why is there even a trial? I know that sounds like a wild question, but like, yeah, I know that. But if there's no witnesses. The only witnesses are the people that were actually there.
And that's the crazy part too, because I think Meg even said to the police, like, oh, he said dance, dance. And it's like, who do you know? How do we know that's true?
Because if there's clearly an issue with the evidence and whose fingerprints are on what weapon, there's clearly an issue there. They lost the evidence. They lost the bullet
the bullet
fragments.
is missing. I was like,
We don't know whose hands were where. And the only witnesses were the people that were there. And I don't think that the video footage that they tried to pull from the neighbors, I don't even think that showed anything.
Really?
I don't think so.
I mean, we don't know because the thing is,
it.
But these things, that's the whole point though. These things will get into to trial. Like these prosecutors and defense, like literally gather so much evidence that we never find out about until the trial. So we'll see. And this is gonna be in California. California does. They do. What's it called? They have cameras in the courtroom, so we'll see it. I keep forgetting. New York is like that. California, duh. We seen OJ.
I don't know, man. Like,
California. You could see.
If they said that there were cameras that recorded it, I can't imagine dying with the lie is crazy. If they have the neighbors' footage, but I really doubt that it was clear.
No, but who would lie about that? I'm saying that would come
anybody.
Out. I'm saying that would come out in a trial.
No, I know that. I'm saying that continuing to die with the lie, knowing that there was footage.
Oh, you think so? Crazy. I don't think anybody would hide that they have footage.
No. I'm saying that if there's a known fact that the neighbors' cameras were recording the incident, and either one of the people involved are still dying with the lie.
Yeah. But they might not know. Because one side might know that they had the video, but I feel like they were both sides might know. But I don't know, maybe they wouldn't, because you've seen like the OJ's trial, for example, when they introduce stuff in court, like OJ looked shocked, like, oh, like he didn't know they were going to introduce that, you know? So there might be some stuff that they have that they don't say, but I don't know. I feel like if the police,
they said the police were
if the police pulled the footage, that's like fair game for both. Dang. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We know how trials are. They have so much evidence, so we'll see when it comes out finally and watch and see what happens and see if they're able to figure it out. But it's just so crazy to me. Like I said, like I know it's career ending, but something just mentally. Like, I just feel like I go crazy last time living in this world because I just feel like people are so mentally messed up and just like, I just can't like wrap my mind or comprehend like certain stuff. Like, if either I'm lying, like it just makes me feel like, what is wrong with you? And then it's just weird because it's like their friend was there, you know, and she hasn't really said anything.
Because she's smart.
That's why I'm wondering if stuff's going to come out in the trial, like if she's going to say stuff.
Because I don't know what, I can understand why people lie like, I can understand why you feel like, why do people lie in general? But for this, it makes a lot of sense. If somebody was shot, then, yeah.
But it's just that they're going so hard on it. Like, Tory made a whole album where he referenced that. He just keeps tweeting academics. Like, all stuff, it's just like tweets. And Meg has been kind of quiet. So it's like,
But has she?
No, she hasn't lately, no. But before, she said what she had to say, and then she hasn't really said nothing. You know, she kind of responds here and there to some of his stuff. But this is the most she's, I think, talks about it in a while.
I think it's because they know. Because I'm not going to speculate who did what, like, but they all know that. I think what basically they know is that they were the only three people there. There's going to be no footage shown on the camera showing definitively and clearly who had the gun, who shot it, who pulled the trigger, whatever. I don't think there's going to be any evidence of anything, and I think the case is just going to be whatever, and then it's just
You
going
don't
to be
think the friend's
forever.
gonna speak finally, like during the trial, and be like, "All right, I'm gonna speak my truth finally," because she never really explicitly said she might be holding on for that reason. But then it makes you like, it's like, can it like throw out a testimony if just like ill intention? Like if she, you got beef with Meg, your testimony might be like some lies.
I don't think that.
But you have to like put your hand in the Bible. But that don't mean nothing. No. Off the man-made book.
Yeah, I just think that they're all comfortable in the fact that nobody's really going to truly know what happened. So it's just going to be up to the court of public opinion forever. And because there's not going to be a ton of evidence, I don't think that
we'll see though. We'll see, because that was something that just came out of a report saying that the prosecution has substantial evidence to prove that Tory did it. That was the very last thing that came out. They said substantial evidence. And then, people on Twitter were like, boom. I was like, ooh. Like, it's always people act like they know these people and like defending them. It's just, I mean, I do that too, but it's just funny when people do it on Twitter. Cause like, boom, it's like, who you saying boom to? Tory? I don't know. I mean, I could see Tory kind of gives me like mental vibes though. So I feel like he could be lying. He gives me short man syndrome. An anger problem. He definitely gives anger problems. Like, he seems crazy. But I don't know. Cause Meg is problematic too. Like, she literally like has had so many problems with friends, and like you've seen her and Nikki fall out. Like, she seems very problematic, but problematic enough to lie about getting shot. I don't know. But they say April 5th. Oh, that's so far. Jesus.
We will see. I don't think that we're gonna get any conclusions.
And April 5th is not even like the trial, right? Isn't like pre-trial something?
I don't know. To be completely honest, I'm not paying attention to any of the shenanigans around it because it's kind of like clouding the actual thing. Like, the reason why I even brought this up was because of the most recent thing that happened on Wednesday with her Instagramming and Tory responding and Party
academics
and
was involved.
academics.
Yeah, Party's so corny to me. Like, I know you gotta defend your girl, but that's just so corny. Just stay out of it. Leave it alone. Like, or at least in public. Like, I would literally be so embarrassed if you go on Twitter and was atting somebody. Like, that's why, how many times I'm always fighting people on Twitter, and I'm like, I literally make jokes. I'm like, how you just see me beef with people on Twitter, don't defend me? But that's just me joking. If you actually did that, I would literally throw up. Like, that's embarrassing. Like, Party needs to sit down. But he probably just does it because he doesn't want people to judge that he doesn't do it. It's like, handle, if you a real man, you a real stepper, like, you would do that in private. Like, you don't got to be on Twitter tweeting. Like, that's anybody. Men that tweet a lot are sus to me.
I think they both handled it really poorly in these situations.
Who, Party and
Meg and Tory. I don't think that. I mean, obviously, not even obviously, but I've never gone through a criminal
like a case.
But the number one thing is to not say anything.
That's what everybody was saying. They're like, where are the lawyers? Everybody was like, where are the lawyers?
You're like, just stop talking. Like, you make your case way worse.
And then usually you're not even supposed to do that. Like, I don't know if you can get fined within like the court or something, or sometimes they end up throwing the case out. Like, if you end up like ruining a line, like that's such a bad look. I don't know who started academics. He started it. He made a tweet about there was evidence that that was DNA came back that shows that Tory didn't have the gun or something, right? It was inconclusive. Something he said. And Meg is the one who responded though.
Yeah.
Which
just
is
don't
like,
say
be
anything.
quiet, yeah. It's like let him do his job. Like,
no matter who's right or who's wrong, if you talk, like, imagine OJ tweeting during the trial.
Yeah.
And we only go back to that one because it was such a crazy thing. We weren't alive for it, but
wait, when did it happen? I thought we were alive. Oh wait, it was like 1994, right?
Yeah, we're not alive.
Oops. 1996 babies.
Just don't talk. Like, that it hurts your case.
Yeah.
Because the public opinion is not supposed to be utilized in the court, but it is. Like, you're on a jury of your peers. You're in a courtroom full of humans.
Was there jury selection yet?
I believe so.
But since the trial's not active yet, are they like Oh my God, I just like made like
That
a
was
list.
disgusting.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was like, since the trial didn't start yet, are they like secluded yet?
Not sure, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that
Like,
whole stuff doesn't like that whole thing doesn't make sense to me. Like they act like people don't have phones or see the news before jury selection even happened. Like people are always going to be influenced by the public if it's a public case.
yeah. So just stop talking. But
Yeah,
that's
vote for
all.
them.
That's all I got. Prayers everyone involved.
At the end of the day, like you always say, you don't care. I really don't care about these people's lives. They're all like their lives seem. Yeah, you have money, but your life is a mess. So, like my life is really chill. It really is. Like sometimes, like when a lot of people have their stories about their life, it's like, how does someone like how is your life so chaotic? I mean, I had a chaotic era. I did, but it still wasn't that bad. I feel like some people live it like they love chaos because like why is your life always so chaotic, right? Like you have Meg, like yeah, no one should get shot, but like come on, you put yourself in. Not saying that she should have been shot. I'm not saying that, but I'm talking about the chaotic aspect of her life. Like you put yourself in a situation where you was messing with the man that your friend, your best friend was messing with. Like you're nasty for that. First of all, second of all, she drinks a lot. Like she puts herself in these like party situations, drinks a lot, and like that's when the chaotic life stuff roots from. Lots of times is situations that party stuff. I think even her and Kylie had a falling out after that. It was like Kylie was like, "Get that ghetto arguing out of my house," because I think they were at her house. The funny part is, I literally was like watching their live, like right before that, like that night. Isn't that crazy? I was literally on their live, and I was like, "What is happening?" So I just feel like chaotic people who are always in drama. Oh, like how do you live like that? Like having a peaceful life is just chef's kiss. Like I just love being at peace. Like it's a little boring, but it's peaceful. Right? Don't you agree? Like,
Yeah.
like you don't miss the drama from school, do you? You don't miss the drama. It's more peaceful now. It's a little boring, right? But it's more peaceful. We love it here.